Hello, I'm Sue Shapcott in Madison, Wisconsin, and today I'm going to talk about how far you should stand from the ball when you set up to it. It would be really nice and easy if there were an exact distance that you could measure that you should stand from the ball, and that would tell you each time where you should be. Okay, but like many things in golf, it isn't that simple when we're talking about the distance that you should stand from the ball. And that is because the distance that you stand from the ball is dependent on your posture being correct. So if I'm hitting this ball right here, I could stand X distance from the ball and my posture could be good and that distance from the ball is correct. So what I mean by that is I'm bending nicely from the hips, I've got a slight flex from my knees, my weight is on the center of my feet. I could be that same X distance from the ball, but my posture could be really bad where I've got too much knee bend, I haven't bent from the hips, my arms are reaching out because my body is in the wrong place. I'm still X distance from the ball, but that isn't going to help me very much. So the distance that you should stand from the ball should be self-finding when your posture is correct. Okay, so instead of it just being a measurement that you can rely on, so that's really why I'm not necessarily a big fan of just kind of dropping the club and seeing where it hits relative to your thigh. That is because there's so many ways that you can kind of get around that it's not necessarily going to put you in the right place. So I would rather golfers took a step back, thought about where their posture is or what their posture is doing, and realize that if that's correct, then you can work backwards and get the right distance. So if your posture is good, where you bend from your hips, you have a very slight flex of your knees, my weight is nicely in the center of my feet here, my arms are just hanging straight down from my shoulders, so gravity has taken over, my arms are hanging straight down from my shoulders, and then I'm forming my grip where I've got just about an inch from the end of the club to my little finger here. Okay, then the length of the shaft is going to determine how far away from me the ball is, rather than it being a distance that I can just measure. Okay, now obviously different clubs are different lengths, and so the distance that you stand from the ball is going to vary, but they're all going to be dependent on you having a good posture to begin with, where you bend forward from your hips, arms hang down, weight in the right place in your feet, and then the length of the shaft is going to help you figure out how far from the ball you should be standing. So when I'm watching golfers hit, then I'm looking for their posture to be correct. Once their posture is correct, then I'm looking to see whether they're tending to reach out with their arms, pull in with their arms, instead of just letting the arms hang down, and then I know that they're standing the right distance from the ball. I'm sorry that I can't give a simpler explanation or an explanation where you can just measure the number of inches that you are from the ball, but it's going to be better if you see distance from the ball as being part of the posture and your posture being correct, and then the distance from the ball just kind of finds itself. I hope that's helpful. Please don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel and check out some of our other videos to help you improve your golf game.